I avoided meditation for years because it would always go something like this.
Okay, time to meditate. Don't screw this up this time. Hand on heart. You got this. It is beating. Is this supposed to be grounding? Focus. Should I put my hair up? Focus. Ooh, did my neck pop? Let's try this. Child's pose is supposed to be relaxing. Release the tension. Okay. I can't breathe. Oh, I'm tense. I'm working late because I'm a singer. Hands like this? No, that's stupid. Did I take my vitamins? I itch. Oh my god, I itch again. I can't focus. Is it working? Do I feel any more relaxed yet? This is stupid.
Meditation is supposed to be relaxing. It's supposed to be reflective, enlightening, peaceful, but it just always stressed me out and made me feel worse about myself because I felt like I wasn't doing it right. Before we dive into how I meditate now, because it's one of my favorite things to do, I just want to talk about a few reasons why I personally love to meditate. Now, there is no shortage on articles, blogs, YouTube videos, TikToks, whatever about meditating, but this is my channel, so I just wanted to talk about what it means to me. I like meditating because it's a time where I can really focus and listen to my own thoughts. So much of what we do every day just floods us with other narratives. Advertisements like billboards, things on social media, television, streaming, whatever. There's always an image of something being projected at us, and it's very, very difficult to find any source that's not biased. So I love being able to take time and check in with myself to think, what is it that I really think? How do I really feel about this? And if you know anything about my story, I just spent about 14-ish years in a cult. So I really, really value my right to think my own thoughts. Right along with thinking my own thoughts is feeling my own feelings. When I meditate, I'm able to slow down and really kind of listen to everything that's happening in my body. Am I feeling feelings of anxiousness? Does something bring me joy or pleasure? Does something make me excited, nervous, both? A lot of times I'm just in do action mode. And so when I stop and take some time to myself, I can see, ooh, I really like that, or I really don't like that. And so the third reason, which these are all kind of just meshed together, is I really enjoy being able to get into my body. I'm taking deep breaths, maybe pulling on my earlobes to help calm my nervous system, things like that. And again, I mean, I already said it, but I just like the time to be able to sit still and check in with myself. A lot of times I can be in production mode. I'm going through a divorce. I'm restarting my career. I'm co-parenting. I'm processing and healing a lot. I've got to do laundry. I've got to do drop off. I've got to do pickup. I've got to get groceries. I might want to hang out with my friends. And so being able to just pause and take a beat and woo-saw and see like, am I okay? I was about to go somewhere the other day to a meeting, and I actually got down to the car and I was debating whether or not I should go. And I was like, let me just see what my body's doing. I just put my head against the headrest for a moment, took a deep breath and thought, how do I feel? And my eyelids started twitching. So I sent an email like, I'm not going to be able to make it to the meeting. Here are the notes. So-and-so should be ready to pass on the information. But I was literally about to make a 30-minute commute one way, sit through a meeting, then commute back in the evening. Because I'm just like, gotta get it done, gotta get it done, gotta get it done. And I'm really, really trying to be kinder and gentler to myself, right? I think a lot of us in this stage of life are recognizing ways that we have just run our bodies into the ground. We've allowed other people to condition us into doing that. And I'm trying to reclaim some autonomy and kindness, right? Like, you can't knock everything off your to-do list, but if there are moments when you can, don't push yourself when you don't have to. And then when you're able to recognize your own thoughts, your feelings, see what your body is doing and how it's reacting to certain thoughts, ideas, things like that, you can move more intentionally. I move more intentionally. Again, instead of just like, go, through the list. And then you're wondering, why am I sick? Why can't I get up? Why am I irritable or angry? How did I get overstimulated? When I take time to meditate, I can prevent those burnout moments. I can prevent resentment. I can prevent illness in some cases. People are going to get sick. But it doesn't have to be because of fatigue, inflammation, and stress. Okay. Can we all agree and nod? Stress does kill. So let's get ahead of it. Let's be proactive in the ways that we can. And it's with that school of thought that makes me want to meditate. And it is what has prompted me to really find a way to do it that works for me, and knowing that it doesn't always look the same for everyone. I've heard people say over and over again, like, if a thought comes up, just let it pass, acknowledge it and let it pass. But I had such a hard time with that. Then I would fixate on it. Like, did I let it pass well enough? And am I supposed to be having this many thoughts come up? When are they supposed to stop popping up? How often do I let it pass? How long do I wait before they stop? Like, it just goes on and on and on. And now I can't even meditate because I'm stressed out about how I'm meditating. So I decided to lean in to all of these thoughts that were coming up. And that is how meditation works for me. Instead of trying to just let them pass or ignore them or things like that, I follow them. They come up, I'm like, oh, okay, squirrel. Where's the squirrel going? What is the squirrel doing? Oh man, I forgot to move the laundry. I'll do that right after this. Should I add baking soda to my laundry? Is it baking soda or baking powder? I can never keep it straight. Is there a mnemonic device to help me sort that out? No, I just let them go. And what I have found is when I stopped policing my thoughts and being the meditation, peace, reflection, Zen police to myself, those thoughts kind of run out of steam sometimes. And you just see, for me, my thoughts, it's like a ball of yarn unraveling, and eventually it comes to the end of the roll. And then I'm left with just still. And I have this big window in my bedroom that I love, and I'll sit with like my tea or my water, and I just drink and I look, and sometimes I think about the weather or the birds or the seasons or things like that. And then of course my mind is thinking all of the other things. But after kind of all of the balls of yarn run out, then I just sometimes have this calm. And if I don't have the calm and quiet, what happens is all of the little random tidbits lead me to a bigger revelation. Like, I start thinking about things that actually matter to me. And that's when I'm able to check in with, how do I feel about that? What do I think about that? And because I'm not shutting down my thoughts and I'm allowing me to have this space to meditate, to think about the things, I find it's more productive. I feel enlightened. I feel inspired. I think for me, when I try to just let them pass, ignore them and let them go, it's another form of self-censorship. And I don't like when people cut me off because it can take me a while to get to my point. If you're familiar with my content, you know that. So I appreciate when people let me talk and think. It's a love language of mine. And I realized I hadn't been doing that with myself. I need to let myself think. I need to let myself speak, if you will, in my mind. And eventually it gets to the point. So if you are someone like me who feels like you can't get meditation right, I invite you, if you haven't looked at it this way, to consider it. Just allow your mind to roam free. Please let me know in the comments. Have you ever tried this? Have you looked at it this way? I'm curious. Or what has been your experience with just acknowledge the thought and let it pass? I'm just really curious about your experiences. Am I alone? Have you felt this way? Is there something else that benefits you? But for me, this has been so freeing, and just realizing, yeah, meditation is just gonna look different for me. It's quiet in terms of my mouth is closed, but the thoughts are going. But I really love that, because all of the rest of the day, I'm kind of trying to streamline my thoughts and get them to focus. And this is a time where I can just let them be. I can let them roam. I can let them run. And it feels really good. It feels really relaxing. It feels very cathartic. And I do often really reach some really cool conclusions and realizations at the end. But I will say, sometimes I don't get hung up on that. It's not all about the finish line. Enjoy the process. Just like we talk about in some other pleasurable activities, it's not about reaching a certain finish. It's about enjoying the process. Enjoy the untangling of the ball of yarn. Enjoy following all of your different thoughts. And again, if that doesn't work for you, or if you don't like it, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to share what worked for me and provide another perspective for you. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you later.